Hi, this is the video for 49 through 50. I'll just scroll back up here. Dinosaur tracks revealed after years of dry weather. By April 2005, the surface of Lake Powell, a human-made lake in Utah and Arizona, had fallen by 145 feet below its highest level. This revealed many traces of ancient life that had not been observed since this area had been covered with water. Among these traces discovered in the sandstone bedrock were many dinosaur tracks, ranging in age between 170 and 200 million years old. So you see here, you can see this picture well enough. There's a dinosaur print right here. So it says dinosaur track on the shoreline of Lake Powell. 49. The events listed below led to the formation and exposure of these dinosaur tracks. Okay, so I'm not going to read these, so I'm going to read them in a second. Just to see what the question's about first. It says, what is the correct sequence of the events listed above that led to the formation and exposure of the dinosaur tracks in the surface bedrock along the shoreline of Lake Powell? So, first thing you want to do is you want to figure out what happened first. When you're trying to put these all in order, we have to figure out what happened first. So it says, A, rock layers above the dinosaur tracks are eroded. Okay. B, tracks are made in loose sand by dinosaurs. Okay, that's definitely the first one so far, right? That sounds right. And if you look down here, answers to 1 and 2 start with B, and answers 3 and 4 start with E. So you know what we're going to do? Let's skip the rest of them, and let's see, I don't know, did E start first? No, it says E. The water level of Lake Powell drops. And you may think, all right, well, I mean, the water level would have had to drop first before the tracks, right? But this is the exact reason why I always tell my students to make sure you read the top. Because if you look at the top, it tells you it's a human-made lake in Arizona. So if it's human-made, it can't be the first thing, right? Because humans are way after dinosaurs. I mean, they said this is 170 to 200 million years old. So E definitely can't be the right answer. So right away, we can cancel out 3 and 4, get rid of these answers, and now we're just looking at 1 and 2. So we know now that B is definitely the first thing that happened. Tracks are made in loose sand by dinosaurs. So let's look at next. Let's see if it's C or D. C says, sediments are compressed and cemented. Okay, well that definitely has to happen after the dinosaurs stepped there, right? We need to do that to make sedimentary rocks. But let's see what D says. It says cementation buries tracks. Oh, see, now we have a problem, because what you have to think about is that, are they going to be buried first, or are they going to be compressed? I think if you look at this reference table here, let's go to our little chart up here. Look at this. It tells you. Right here, it tells you we have sediments, we have deposition and burial, then we have compaction and or cementation. So now we know burial had to happen before the compaction and cementation. So let's go back. So really we just got the answer, because now we know that the D had to occur first. They had to be buried first. Okay, and to form sedimentary rocks, they have to be buried by several layers first. Then they're pushed down over years and years and years, and they are compressed and cemented together. But let's just go through the rest, and we'll make sure that we get this right. So B, D, C, A. Okay, rock layers above the dinosaurs are eroded. Okay, after that lake was filled by humans, it's eroded, and then the water level at Lake Powell drops. And you can even have F, man finds it later. Number 50. Which conditions before April 2005 in Lake Powell region was most likely produced to decrease in water level of Lake Powell? So they're asking, how did this lake kind of slowly disappear? And again, it tells you it had fallen 145 145 feet below its highest level. So clearly we have a lot less water in that lake. That's a lot. I mean, 145 feet of water. Wow, it's a lot. So let's look. Okay, runoff exceeded precipitation. Well, runoff is when water literally runs off the land, typically into a lake. So that would actually make the water go up, right? So that doesn't make any sense. Next, precipitation exceeded runoff. Okay, so it's saying that it's going to rain more than it's going to run off. Those are both going to put water into the lake, so that doesn't make any sense. Let's look at number 3. It says evaporation exceeded precipitation. So that means more water is leaving the lake through evaporation than precipitation, rain entering the lake. That sounds correct to me. And number 4 says precipitation exceeded evaporation. Well, that's clearly not the answer. We're not adding more rain than precipitation. That would cause the water to go up. So the correct answer is 3.